Have you ever noticed something strange? The loudest person in the room is usually the weakest. Always talking, always explaining, always proving something. But the strongest person, they move in silence, not because they're afraid to speak, but because they understand something most people don't. Silence is not empty, silence is power. When you stop talking, you stop leaking energy. When you stop explaining yourself to people who were never trying to understand you, you take control back. Because the truth is, real power doesn't argue, it doesn't beg, it doesn't announce itself, it simply exists. Most people are uncomfortable with silence. They talk because they fear it. They talk because they need validation. They talk because they think being loud makes them important. But silence forces truth. When you stop talking, you start listening. Not just to words, but to tone, behavior, effort, and energy. You begin to see who respects you when you stop performing. You begin to see who disappears when you stop explaining. You begin to see who only valued you when you were easy to control. People will always show you who they are if you give them enough silence to reveal it. That's why silence is dangerous. It exposes intentions, it removes masks, it makes people uncomfortable because they can't hide behind noise anymore. Think about chess. The strongest player doesn't rush moves, they don't announce strategy, they don't react emotionally, they sit quietly, they observe, they let the opponent reveal weaknesses. Life works the same way. The ones who talk too much expose their plans. The ones who react too fast reveal their insecurity. But the one who stays quiet always stays ahead. And the same rule applies to chasing. The moment you chase something, you push it away. People respect success, opportunities. Chasing sends one message: I need this to feel whole. And nothing powerful responds to desperation. Think about it. The more you chase people, the less they value you. The more you explain yourself, the more they question you. The more available you are to those who don't respect you, the more they take you for granted. But the moment you stop chasing, everything shifts. When you stop initiating every conversation, people notice your absence. When you stop proving your worth, people feel the gap you once filled. When you step back, you finally see who comes forward. Absence is not manipulation, absence is clarity. Presence is often invisible until it's gone. Some people only realize your value when they are forced to live without it. And if your absence doesn't move them, that tells you everything you needed to know, because you should never have to beg to be valued. You should never have to convince someone to care. What's meant for you will never require you to lose yourself to keep it. That same principle applies to success. The people who win in life aren't begging for opportunities. They're preparing quietly. They're building when no one is watching. They're working when no one is clapping. They're growing while others are explaining. They don't announce their plans, they announce results. Because not everyone deserves access to your vision. Some people ask about your plans not to support you but to doubt you. Some smile while secretly hoping you fail. That's why the most powerful moves are made in silence. A lion doesn't roar every minute to prove it's a lion. It moves with certainty. Let them underestimate you. Let them assume you're doing nothing. Let them sleep. You're not falling behind. You're loading. And patience. Patience is not weakness. In a world addicted to instant results, patience has become rare. But anything meaningful takes time. Strong foundations are not rushed. Real growth happens underground long before it's visible. Just because you can't see progress doesn't mean nothing is happening. Roots grow in darkness, and so do you. Stop comparing timelines. Stop rushing your evolution. Stop doubting the process. Nature never rushes, yet everything gets done. Trees don't panic in winter. Seeds don't complain underground. They trust the timing, and so should you. Some delays are protection. Some setbacks are redirection. Some quiet seasons are strengthening you for a level you're not ready for yet. When you stop seeking validation, everything changes. You stop waiting for permission. You stop explaining yourself. You stop dimming your light to make others comfortable. Because real power doesn't need applause. It doesn't need approval. It doesn't need an audience. It simply exists. And the moment you embrace silence, stop chasing, stop over explaining, and trust the timing of your life, you become untouchable. Move in silence, let life respond.